Hi, and welcome back to stage 2 of me bringing my Diamond DA62 aircraft from Seattle all the way back to Belfast. So last time we did the stage from Seattle International to Spokane International in Washington, and this time we will be going from Spokane up to Calgary. So this is the route we're planning on taking, as recommended by ChatGPT. Now this may change along the way, so we've already done stage 1, this will be stage 2. If anyone has any suggestions, places to stop off along the way that's not too far out of this route, please let me know and I'll go and visit. But this is the route I will be taking so far up to Goose Bay before going transatlantic, Greenland, Iceland, and then down into Belfast, and then maybe on to Dublin after that. I haven't quite decided, but at least it's back in the UK at that point. So anyway, it is really warm here tonight, so I'm going to switch off my microphone now and just carry on with getting the aircraft set up, and we will carry on the flight. We'll probably use some time acceleration. And this is a FSEconomy flight, so I can't use anything more than 4 times time acceleration at any point. But I probably will use maybe 2 times for this flight, since it's relatively short. It's only 252 nautical miles, so just a little over an hour flight time, about an hour and a half maybe real time. So I might do some double time acceleration if it's not very much to see. Simbrief has told me to fly at 15,000 feet, but I think I might try going a bit lower, and again it depends on the weather. Okay, let's get going. So climb in, get my door closed. So batteries on. Looks good. Okay, fuel on. So into the crossfeed position, close the safety catches. Let's turn on the master switch, fuel pump, starter. Good start. Push it up to about 1,000 RPM. But over, that's fine. Turn off the fuel pump. Stable. Same for engine 2. All clear. Start. Fuel pump off. Okay. Close our little windows. Put on our headphones. Turn on second screen. Now, what have we got? So we've got topography is on. Turn on the weather radar, although I think it looks good. So 15,000 feet or below the cloud base anyway. And hopefully there isn't any mountains I need to climb out over. Okay, put in our flight plan. And I'm just going to go straight. Let's see how it goes. So we're going to Charlie, Yankee, Charlie, enter. Okay. So it's actually out that way. Okay. Well, the temp isn't coming up. So fuel is good. It's sitting about halfway there, but I do have fuel pumps available. Puts me in about another third of the tank. I should be at about 3/4 full. Okay, our temperature is 12 degrees, so I don't need the pitot heat just now. Let's do the transponder to standby on 1200. Put on the 2 bearings. Wind is on. Let's see, we're in America, so I need to change to inches of mercury. Let's check the weather. Here, 124.325. Turn on COM 2.
Tacoma International Information, November 21:45 Zulu. Arriving front.
So we want 3004. And this one to 3004. Good stuff. Arriving run, departing runway 21. Let me just look on my Volanta. Where is 21? Okay, so how do we get to there? Let's see, I'll have to come out of here. Get onto taxiway turn right onto Charlie, and then right onto Golf. And it's a really long runway, so I could probably do Golf 3. It's probably more than enough runway. We'll see what it looks like whenever we get out there. Oh, my bad, I should have had some lights on. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's put these up onto the crossfeed. Now the engines are going. Okay, out here to... Yep, that's Charlie. Let's go. Nope, let's load our flight and FSEconomy. Flight loaded. Let's go. Oil temp slowly coming up. So, this is Charlie. Could cut across each. In fact, let's cut across hotel. Which will bring us up to Golf 3. So 1 stage of flaps. I just be careful which way I go. This should be Golf 3. Right, let's just make sure everything's ready. So we're 1 stage of flaps down. Lights are okay. Don't need the de-ice. Let's set our heading bug to 21. Our altitude will go to let's do Let's do an initial climb to 7,000 and see what we look like. So vertical speed of initial climb of 500 knots, and I'll work it out after that. This is very hard to see. Insert declutter. Turn off topo. You know what I probably want is actually terrain. Is probably the most important one. So I'm just going to go VFR, but generally following the GPS. Right, let's go. Brakes, release. Landing lights are on. We'll go our oil temps up into the green. This doesn't look like a runway. Yeah, it should be well long enough. So up to 90% power. And I'm going to do a left hand. Yes, I need to go back the way I came, so I'm going to do a left hand. So there's 70 knots, rotate. Positive rate gear up. So initial climb 80. So I want to go heading, automatic pilot. There's a 90 more or less. Do a flyby. Okay, let's do a nav. Flaps up. Landing lights are off. So temperature still huge. So do I have to turn on the pitot heat in the DA62? I think I need to go this way. So yes, there are a few high mountain ranges there. So let's see, flaps up. Everything's on. Just gonna turn that on to get rid of that error message. Not sure if it makes any difference or not. Get the sunglasses on to get a bit more contrast, just. So what are we at? 4,700. Yeah, let's see what 7,000 gets us. I might go right up to just under the cloud base. I'll take out little small stages after 7,000. Down to 46 FPS. I think I'm going to go back to limiting my frame rate to 30. Because it's an awful lot smoother. I can actually feel the jumpiness as I'm turning my head. Yeah, it's jumping sort of between 44 and I would rather have a locked 30 FPS than a frame rate that jumps around. So goodbye. What was that one called? Spokane? No, Spokane. Spokane. Spokane International, Washington State. Okay, leveling off at 7,000 feet. Let's see what our terrain says. So there is one wee spot of yellow over here. There's a few spots of yellow, so I think I'm going to climb out to 9,000. Still well below the cloud layer. So this is the top. Oh man, that's loud. I have changed some of my graphics settings and I don't like it. It's very shiny. A lot of trees. This looks like sports fields and things. There's lots of trees over them. I think something hasn't quite loaded. My SimHaven hasn't loaded. I am using map enhancement. There's something not right with the scenery though. Anyway, I do like the shadow of the clouds. No, that looks a bit, or only it's 8,000. Let's do an FLC and a climb rate of about 120 knots from here. So 35 is about the maximum I can go. Got it buffering and loading. Setting my heading bug. Now in terms of mountains, I think I will be okay. I really like the Diamond, and I really like twin engines. The problem with twin engines is you lose a lot of visibility. And we're well above, so we can turn off that taxi. Actually, no, America. Oh, what's the transition altitude in America? It's really high. Answers in the comments. Sure read some America charts. Not used to flying in America. Looks reasonably nice out here though. So we're only at 9,000 feet. Ground speed is 204 knots. I'm tempted to go up to 11,000. I didn't think the cloud layer was. I should have looked at the. Does it tell you here? It doesn't. I need the full weather. No significant cloud. Okay, I'm doing 209 knots. Let's push it up to 11,000 feet, because after that we need to use oxygen. Press the wrong button. Maybe I'll see. Climb again to about 120 knots. I could keep my mouse on the button. Turn down the noises a bit, so we're not getting deafened. What I am going to do in the background is look up some charts. Do not have Navigraph yet. I think it is something I am going to purchase actually. Okay, so if I was going to come in for a landing, where would I land? Probably runway 29. Let's have a look at my Navi sim brief. Back up again, and it says I need to generate the flight again because I clicked out of it. It is saying 15,000 feet. I'll be landing on 17 left. 17 left. ILS Cat 2 or Cat 3. No, let's go with this one. ILS will be, localizer is 109.15. 109 point, don't remember already, 15. And do we have a beacon? 116.7. 116.7. So that should come up in here whenever we get in range. And let's turn on the both of those. Okay, so now I'm up to, I didn't reset my baro pressure. That's okay, I'm not going to bother. What I am going to do is pull it back to about 80% power, just for cruise. Help with the fuel flow. And at this point, map topo, don't think I need to climb any further. Yes, my transponder turned on, that's okay. I know my nav data is out of date. Oh, there's a nice wee lake. More nice wee lakes. It's nice out here actually. Interesting patchwork patterns down there. Oh, that have just went away. Oh, that's interesting. The zoom issue. Just a little squares. See, there's something just not quite right about my scenery. I think that is just a tiling problem, that line. I'm not worried about that, but there's just something not right. We'll see whenever we get closer to Calgary. All black, so there's nothing even yellow that's of any concern. But I'm at 11,000. Yep, that's just below the oxygen level. Oh yes, I didn't gain any speed doing that, so I don't think there's any great advantage of doing it. I don't think I saved any fuel either. Went the wrong way, should have scrolled the other way. Now, can I remember how to set the top of descent on this thing? That will be a no. Oh, here, I've never seen this. Selected waypoint weather. So, 2993. And you know, son, I will actually correct that because that's close enough to standard. Current VNAV profile. Okay, so let's look up on my chart the elevation of the airfield. Safe altitude 100 nautical miles, 13,000 feet, 13,800. Oh wow, okay. Maybe I do need to climb up to 15 then. So, where would I find the elevation of the actual airfield? That's above ground level. So elevation 3,603. we'll call it 3. I can't decide whether it's 3,603 or 3,806. It's 200 feet of difference. Anyway, approach, I have to be above 6,500. Let's go for a 3,600. $3,600, enter, MSL. Here we go. So I want to VNAV at 1,200 feet per minute. Top of descent's in 44 minutes. Yeah, let's do 1,200 feet per minute. That's 44 minutes away. Okay. Right, time to do some double speed, I think. So let's have a look. Green, 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 green. Engines. Everything is nicely in the green. So our ground speed is 211 knots. I'm using 7.7 gallons per hour. RPM is right up at the top of the green line, which is good. 80%. Could push my speed a little bit more, but I think that's okay. Ooh, let's turn off that one. That's good, it's picking up. So we can see the blue arrow starting to... Ooh, now that is... Oh no, it is nav2, okay. So you can see the blue arrow is starting to pick up, but there's quite a bit of error in it, but I'm at least heading the right direction. If I'm editing this, I will probably speed this up a bit more even. Quite the big ridge line of mountains, but they look high. This looks as if I'm going to be okay, but I think I might punch up to that 15,000. No, let's go 13. See what it looks like. So pushing it back up 90% throttle. We're into oxygen needing our oxygen territory now anyway, which I forgot to check the level of. It's okay. Of course, I'm climbing now, so I'm going to the east of north, so I need to be at an odd flight level. Yeah, go on, let's push it right up to 15. Oh, it did map my joystick buttons. Okay, let me use those. Climb again at 120 knots. We've got a almost 50 knot tailwind now. So ground speed's nearly 200 knots, even though I'm climbing. Maybe should have been up this altitude all along. Starting to get close to the cloud ceiling. Sorry, base. Okay. What I need to do is, why is the oxygen not on? Oh, do I need to Need to actually put on the oxygen mask. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I've never actually flown this high before. So you need to actually put on your oxygen mask. That's pretty cool. Now we have a top of descent. Now has it recalculated? I think it has. "17 minutes, I think it has. Cool. It actually shows you wearing the oxygen mask. It's a nifty feature. Still got this funny black cloud formation as you turn your head. It's only at very certain angles. Maybe it's the way the sun shines on it, maybe that's what it is. Anyway, do I have my sky vector open? I do. Let's just see what height of some of these mountains are. Maybe it doesn't say. Doesn't actually say. So 100 nautical miles away, I need to be 13.8 thousand feet. I am okay, 86 nautical miles. I am 11 minutes divided by 2, so we'll call it 5 minutes away from top descent. Now, 3,600, so let's go to 4,600. 4,600. My top of descent is right on this mountain range. Should be okay. Moved into a different chunk in the weather updated. vehicle, you can hear the oxygen mask without the headphones on. So fuel okay, everything's green, engine, everything looks nominal. Now what I also need to do is we're going for runway 17. Oh, that's perfect. I will come in like this. I'll go straight onto the downwind. So let me think. I need to go onto the clockwise downwind. Turn right. Yep, got it. And what I'm going to do is set my cursor bug to the downwind. This might be a ridge coming up, but it still looks fairly high after that. Definitely makes sense to take a plane up around here. Loads of fuel. Not watching, but my top descent is still a couple of minutes away. Back to normal speed. 1 minute 42 away. It's close enough. Let's do a vertical speed down 1200. No, let's do a. Can you do VNAV? Can do a VNAV. Let's do a VNAV. Send it a bit early, so let's try the VNAV. Put my throttle back to 80%. Okay, let's level off a second. Catch up to the top of descent and use the VNAV. I think this arrow should drop. That should capture on the way through. There we go. Captured the thingy. Let's pull our power back to about 50%. Let's try. See what happens. Still accelerating, so let's go for 40%. Still accelerating. Let's go right back to like, okay, let's throttle completely off. $40 seems about right, I think. What I am going to do is just stick on the taxi light. So now at 40%, I'm actually losing speed. Oh no, wait, I've stopped descending. Why did it do that? This does not feel like I'm going to descend in time. That's still saying it's okay. Speed dropped right off. I'm going to have to give it a wee bit of power. Okay, I'll try 50 again. No, 35. Spot on, 35. Oh, I'm getting this, all ships are wrong. Okay. I assume that's it. Okay, 0% throttle. So now I can't keep up with the descent rate. Back up to about 50% power. Oh, capture nicely. A couple of mega high buildings. Okay, we could take off the oxygen mask now. Does that change the outside model? It does. And let's get our landing light on before I forget. So what I'm going to do is come in to about 1500 feet above ground. I'm going to click my heading mode, which will go to this cursor, which will go on the downwind, and then I'll do a clockwise 180 and land on. Oh no, this should have been left. That should be fine, because even if that is the departure runway, nobody will be arriving that way. So yes, so I'll come in, do a 180 and round onto 17 left. Now what range are we? Let's do a, so we're about 7.5 miles away. At 5 miles I will hit heading. We should start to get our radar altimeter anytime soon. Now map, I'm going to leave on terrain, turn off the weather radar. Anytime soon, feels very close. Yep, right now, so I hit heading, head downwind. While that's doing that, I do OBS, change the course to, where's course? 21 degrees. Let's change it to 170. So now you can see I've got my purple line here that I'll aim for. So I'm running parallel now. And you can see this is now set up as well here. So I can use the instrumentation. So I'm at 1700 feet. Where's the altitude button? That one. There we go. Let's level off about here. So that's made a radar alt at 1500 feet. So speed has dropped. Let's put down the flaps. Okay, big, slowed down far too much, so lots of speed. So let's see, the right runway is about here. So that's I'll be left over that side. Where's right? Must be it. So left will be over the other side. Buffeting. It's a huge variation in speed. So I'm at 5,000 feet. So this says to capture at 6.5. Oops. Oh well, I'm not using the LS anyway, so. Give it another 20 seconds. Awesome. Turn that off because it's annoying. Okay, let's go. Yep, I'm going to overshoot by quite a bit. Actually, I think I'll be okay. I'm just going to hand fly it from here. So, gear down. Flaps all the way down. A little high, but it's okay. So there's a 19 knot crosswind at the minute.
$500.
So 3 green, flaps are down.
400.
Oh God, I'm trying to hold it about that 19 knots, but I'm all
300. 200.
Well, let's get over to the center line.
100.
Okay. Also did not get my directions, so let's just turn off here. That was a fairly successful landing. Flaps up. I think I'll just follow Delta down here. So clear runway. Oh wait, taxi light should still be on. take a right in here, over to Bravo. Your right, left. Okay, let's put this on standby. Oh, there we go. I see a King Air up there. I'm gonna go and park up beside the King Air, or whatever that is. No, it's maybe like PC-12 or something. Space over to the left. Right there somewhere. So let's get the parking brake on. Get some oxygen into here. And we'll just switch off the two propellers. Fuel off. Pitot heat should have been off. Heavy master off. And big red switch off. This unit will lovely. So here we are in Calgary. Some nice scenery on the way over. Enjoyed that flight. So it was phase 2 done. Join me again next time for phase 3. And let me look up where we're going in phase 3. We will be going to CYQL, which is Lethbridge. Let's see what we can see about that. CYQL. Lethbridge, Alberta. Okay. Okay, thanks for watching. Hopefully see you again. Bye.